It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm about to sit down to have some absolutely amazing leftovers from Thanksgiving dinner yesterday. My friend, I went over to her place, and she cooked an amazing meal and sent me home with leftovers. So, yay, I get to have it twice. So, the cornbread up there is actually one piece. It just got sliced in half to fit better into the container that she sent me home with. And then the vegetables are carrots, baby potatoes, and I'm not sure if it's parsnips or turnips. She told me, and I can't remember. They were all cooked on like a one pan, like a sheet pan in the oven. And then the chicken, she did her chicken in the air fryer. I think she said it was a 4 pound bird because her air fryer maxes out at a 5 pound bird. So she wanted to make sure it would fit. So she sent me home with some of the chicken. It was super moist and absolutely perfect yesterday. So I'm sure it will be insanely good still today with some sauteed onion. When I was looking at everything in the container, the chicken was kind of hidden underneath the vegetables, so I didn't think there was very much. So I cooked up 2 eggs to put with the meal, thinking to increase the protein. I think I would have been fine without the eggs, but by the time I realized that, the eggs were already cooking. So what you gonna do? So this is going to be my first meal of the day. And then she also sent me home, I wanna show you. She also sent me home with some pie. So I took with me over there some pumpkin swirl cheesecake that I made, not some, an entire pumpkin swirl cheesecake that I made. And she had ordered from a bakery that was local to her a pumpkin pie. So I left the cheesecake there because that was my gift to them for Thanksgiving. And she sent me home with a slice of the pumpkin pie. So great trade-off all around. I think got the better side of all of this with such amazing leftovers, and all I left them was a cheesecake, but they really liked it, so I guess like it maybe evens out. Good morning. It is 8 a.m. on Tuesday, and I am having my first meal of the day. So a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and then my regular oatmeal that I have for my workday breakfast. It's 7 Weight Watcher points, half a cup of oats, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. The oats are 3 points, the powdered peanut butter is 1, and the brown sugar is 3. It's 10 after 7 in the evening, and I'm about to sit down and have dinner. This is not what I had written down on my meal plan at all. I could not get to sleep last night to save my life, and thought, okay, after work, I'll have a nap. That'll help rejuvenate me because I was starting to not feel well during the workday because I was so sleep deprived, but couldn't nap either. I don't know what's wrong with me. I cannot sleep lately, and it is very much affecting my days. So by the time work was done, I did try to nap for a bit, and then I was just kind of like laying there not sleeping, but not like a functional human. And yeah, I don't know, like I wasn't gonna eat it all because today's meal plan was the burger and veggies, and I was just like, that's too heavy, it's too much, I can't do it. But then I don't know, around 6:15, 6:30, I realized I should have something. So instead of what was on the plan, I have gone completely off the plan. So I have a cut up apple on the side. I have an English muffin that's been toasted with 1 slice of cheese that's been split between both halves. I have 2 slices of turkey bacon split between both halves, and 2 eggs, sunny side up with some salt and pepper on top of them. So the English muffin is 4, the cheese is 2, the turkey bacon is 3, and the eggs is 0. So that's what, 9 points for the meal, and then the apple is also 0. So this will be my dinner. It's 8 in the morning on Wednesday. You gotta love a short work week because we're already halfway done, and this is only the second day of working this week. I'm having my regular 7-pointed oatmeal with a cup of tea and a splash of milk. So the oats, half a cup, 3 points, powdered peanut butter, 2 tablespoons, 1 point, brown sugar, 1 tablespoon, 3 points. It is 1:10 in the afternoon on Wednesday, and I'm about to have a bit of a snack. It's a weird one though. It wasn't on the meal plan, mostly because it was in the fridge and I kind of kept forgetting it was there, even though it was right at the front and completely visible. A while ago, like back in the summer, I was away and my friend was cat sitting for me. And when I came back, some of the stuff that she left in the recycling were empty packages of this. And they were like kind of on the go protein smoothie sort of things. And she's a very healthy human. So I was like, oh, interesting. Then the next time I was grocery shopping, I happened to see them on a display in Safeway for sale because I guess they were a newer item. And I decided to try a couple. But when I picked them up, I did not pay close enough attention. And I didn't notice that I took the children's version. So I've already had the banana one. I don't even know how long ago I had the banana one. This one is the Rockin' Raspberry. You can clearly see right there. It says kids, but I just didn't notice it in the grocery store. So this is not a protein smoothie. It is a functional fruit shake. I have no idea what that is supposed to mean. It has 6 grams of protein, which for a child, maybe that's good. I don't know that either. Here is the nutritional information and the ingredients, and then there's sort of highlights, I guess, at the top. I don't know. So I'm actually quite hungry, and I have physio almost immediately after work, so I won't have time to make any kind of a snack. My battle plan was to have a Fiber One bar to take with me and eat en route if I needed it. I'm still going to take one because I think I might need it. I don't know that this is going to be all that filling, since one, it's not a protein smoothie, it is a functional drink, and two, it's for a child. So I just don't imagine it's gonna do a lot for me, but it does get something out of the fridge, means I'm not wasting food, and who knows, maybe it's really great. I don't know. But yeah, in the end, it does mean that if I have the Fiber One bar as well, I may very well be spending 8 points on snacks today, which is a lot for me anyways, especially this early in the day. But also I need to be fueled for my kinesiology appointment and for the errand that I'm running afterwards. So we're gonna give it a try and cross fingers that it fills me up and is good. It's 6:20 in the evening on Wednesday, and I'm about to sit down and have dinner. My meal plan today has saved my butt. So I had physio right after work, and that drink thing that I had to hopefully tide me over didn't tide me over. But I didn't want to eat the granola bar, so I was just like, I will do my errand after physio. A little bit hungry, it will be fine. But of course my errand was in a grocery store, which is horrific for temptation. So I had a very detailed list and tried to stay on track. There were a couple items I couldn't get. Finding pumpkin pie spice at this time of year it's impossible. I keep trying and I keep failing. But anyways, partway through the grocery shopping, I realized that I am very hungry, and what am I gonna have for dinner? And so I was starting to think about, like, can I pick something up? What about a microwave meal? Blah, 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 blah. But none of that was on my grocery shopping list, and I didn't really want to do that. I was only buying very specific baking supplies for this weekend. And then I remembered, meal plan. I have a meal plan. I purposely picked something that would be super easy for when I got home to be able to cook from my freezer. So it saved my butt. So this is my last portion of the beef stew that I made however many weeks ago and froze. It is 4 Weight Watcher points. And then I really wanted a dinner bun, but instead of buying the dinner buns, I already had English muffins. So I toasted up an English muffin and I put some cream cheese on it. And this is going to be my dinner. I might drizzle some hot sauce on the beef stew. I haven't decided yet. And I have a cup of tea steeping just off camera. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, and I'm just about to have dinner, and I'm actually following the meal plan that I wrote out. So points to me. So this right here is the last of my Trader Joe Korean rice balls for 6 Weight Watcher points. And then in this bowl, my last package of udon noodles for 3 points with a whole bunch of mixed vegetables cooked in there. Like seriously, over half a bag. I just tossed them in. And the sauce I used, that was didn't know what I was gonna use when I made the meal plan. So I'm trying this Thai sauce. It's from a restaurant here that's local. So let's see. There you go. Creamy coconut, hints of lime, and fresh cilantro. I don't know if it's called, oh yeah, it does. Of course it has nutritional information. There you go. So the restaurant is called The Nam. Amazing food. Highly recommend. So there we go. That will be my dinner. And I have a cup of tea also steeping, but it's like right there. Good afternoon. It is 2:46 in the afternoon on Friday, end of the work week. Yay. I did not work today. Woke up with a raging headache and actually quite a lot of neck pain. I have a neck injury from the car accident. I don't talk about it a lot. And yeah, so work wasn't happening. But I have an appointment, a medical appointment I have to get to, and I need to eat something before I go. I spent most of the day just kind of on and off sleeping, took some pain medication, waiting for it to kick in, stuff like that, cuddling with the cat, of course, and realized kind of later than I intended that I don't have that much time, especially because I'm kind of moving slow right now. So I'm gonna do my regular workday breakfast, even though it's closer to dinner time. and then I'll figure out something for dinner when I get home. So this is half a cup of oats for 3 Weight Watcher points, 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter for 1 point, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar for 3 points, so 7 points total for my oatmeal, and a cup of tea with a splash of milk in it. It's 6:30 in the evening on Friday, and I'm about to sit down and have my dinner. I have made a grilled cheese sandwich to put on the side with the soup because I feel all soup deserves a good side pairing of something that is carb related. So my grilled cheese sandwich is 4 points for the bread, 4 points for the cheese, so 8 points in total. And then the soup that I did is one that I bought from, I always want to say Trader Joe's, from Target. I bought it from Target the last time I was in the States. It's this one, Progresso Chicken Tortilla. Let me just grab the can for you. There's the nutritional, blurry, nutritional information. So it's 2 points per serving or 4 points for the entire can. I wasn't sure, since I've never had it, if I thought it would be a soup where I was gonna have the whole can or just a portion. But because the broth is like fairly runny, I think I'm gonna eat the entire can. So this is the entire can in one bowl. So it's not like a very thick, creamy soup. I had no idea what I was expecting for the soup, so I wasn't like disappointed by that. I'm just stating. But it does have nice big chunks in there, so hopefully it is good. I don't know. It's a fairly simple dinner. I wanted simple because end of the week, I'm always sort of a bit tired. Who isn't, right? And I had a physio appointment. It would have been after work today, but I didn't work today because I called in sick because of my headache. I'm currently on pain medication, which is why I'm able to function. So I'm going to eat this. I have a cup of tea that is steeping as well. And by the time I'm done, the pie crust that I have baked should be cooled so I can make the filling for the pie. I'll show you all of that later. For now, I'm just going to focus on dinner. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon on Saturday, and this is my first meal of the day. It is a massive omelet, and I gotta say, I think it's one of the best looking ones I've made in a while. It uses 3 egg whites because I had them left over from a baking project that I did yesterday, and then I put 1 full egg in because I wanted at least 1 yolk. I mean, egg whites, I get it. A lot of people do that because like it's healthier, I guess, but I like the yolk. So it's 1 egg and 3 egg whites, which is a lot. Inside is some cheese that has melted, and then the seasoning, I did dill, a little bit of salt, and some red and green chili flakes. Then I have 2 slices of turkey bacon there over on the side. The omelet's kind of hiding some of them. And then an English muffin with some light Philadelphia cream cheese spread on top. And I have a cup of tea right there. So the omelet is 2 points because of the cheese that's on the inside. The turkey bacon is 3, and the English muffin is 4, and I did not measure the amount of Philly cream cheese, so I don't have a points for that quite yet. And my tea is 0 because I don't count the splash of milk that I put in case you've missed that in other videos. It's 6:30 in the evening on Saturday, and I have done the dumbest of dumb things. Please be prepared to laugh at how stupid I am. So I baked 2 pies yesterday for a Dragon Boat season end party today, and had no plans for what I was going to do for dinner because it was a potluck. So like I ate earlier, something sort of, like healthy, the omelet, the whole bit, because I wanted something really filling so I wouldn't be starving when I went to the potluck and make bad decisions. And I was even sitting here thinking like, maybe I should try to figure out some kind of a healthy snack to eat before I go to really minimize my impulse eating at the potluck. And then I was messaging with my friend who I'm carpooling with about the ride, and she's like, wait, that's not tonight, is it? So here I am thinking like, oh, poor silly thing, she got her weekends mixed up, when in reality it's me. I got them mixed up. The party is next weekend. So now I have 2 pies in my fridge that cannot be frozen and will not make it a week, and all that money spent on ingredients. So that's a thing. But also I needed to figure out dinner for tonight. So I have cooked up one of my last 2 remaining of like the noodle thing from Trader Joe's. I'm so sorry, I already put the package away and I can't remember like the proper name. It's like a chewy noodle thing. I don't particularly care for them. They were recommended to me the last time I went. I thought I would give them a try. They're not really my thing, but I'm not going to waste them, so I'm just kind of slowly making my way through them. I decided to have them because I kind of had my head space all ready for, yes, the struggle of dealing with a potluck and trying to find like healthy-ish things, but also like I'm gonna have a dessert tonight or some kind of a treat, like the whole evening is gonna be a treat. And I was already in this idea of like, it's a treat tonight. And I'm a little mad at myself for the mistake, and by a little I mean a lot, because ingredients are expensive and I'm gonna have to redo making the pies next weekend, and it's a whole thing. But I just decided I wanted something a little bit extra for dinner tonight, but I was not going to order takeout, and it had to be something relatively quick to cook because I usually chat with my mom on Saturdays, and we weren't going to because I was going to be out. So now I get to, but I don't want to make that too late. It's like a whole reshuffle of the evening, and I know I'm making a minor thing seem like a huge deal, but right in this very moment I'm still very mad at myself, so it feels like a huge deal. By tomorrow I'll be over it. Anyways, back to the food. I have a cup of tea steeping. I cooked one of the chewy noodle packages from Trader Joe's, and I tossed in a whole bunch of vegetables because I always try to toss in vegetables when I make something like this, because there's nothing healthy about a bowl full of noodles with a sauce. So I feel the vegetables help to counteract the unhealthiness or balance it out or something. I don't know. And besides, I just really like vegetables. And then I sprinkled on top some chili flakes because of course I did. So this will be my dinner, and I might have a slice of pie later while I'm, I was gonna say drowning my sorrows, but I'm not drowning them, I'm smothering them in chocolate pie. I don't know. If I eat a piece, you'll know. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on Sunday, and I'm about to sit down to have something to eat. I'm running a little bit behind today. It's my best day for getting the bulk of prepping my apartment done. The people who own the house are selling it. So us renters, depending on if the person who buys it decides to keep it as a rental property and keep us as tenants or wants to live in it, we may be having to move. And realtors are coming on Wednesday to take pictures of the entire inside of the house for when they put it up for listing and all of that stuff. So I need to make my place like tidy, which I try to keep it tidy anyways, but sort of a little bit more deep cleaned, and also like stuff I don't want in realtor pictures like tucked away somewhere and just staged a little bit. So there's a lot to get done. The others are doing like the areas that they live in. I don't know what we're doing about the communal part of the basement. Nobody's touched it yet, and I'm not going in there. It's chaos. I'm just focusing on my little section of it and trying to get it good. But I have appointments after work every day this week up to the day that they're coming. So there's a chance that by the time I get home from those appointments, I won't be doing very well. So I need to do as much today as humanly possible. So of course I slept in, because of course I did. But I've made a list. I do better with a list. I decided to actually have something to eat before starting. I was going to start and then stop midway, have something to eat and keep going. But I thought if I just eat something and then kind of power through as much as possible, then we're going to see how it goes. So I'm having 3 points worth of turkey bacon. That's 2 slices. It's the Butterball brand. 2 eggs, 1 over easy, 1 sunny side up. Those are 0 points. English muffin for 4 points with some Philadelphia light cream cheese spread on top, which I did not point out. Apologies. I have a cup of tea brewing, and I also have a food confession. I was doing the budget yesterday. The budget part was fine. I was trying to do the math for figuring out my digital cash envelopes, and something went very wrong. I'm missing like $16 and change. If you watch the video, you'll see. And I was just so frustrated that I ate these. Not the entire box. There's like sleeves of cookies in there. I ate an entire sleeve of cookies. I don't even know how many that is. I just blindly ate them out of frustration and annoyance, and it was a purely emotional eating moment. And yeah, now I'm gonna have to pay the price for that, I'm sure. But that is yesterday. Today is today. So let's try to move on, make better choices, not indulge in an emotional eating session, and start the eating day with a nice, balanced, healthy meal. And hopefully I will do the same at dinner. 7:30 in the evening on Sunday. I'm about to sit down to have some dinner. I have done a massive amount of cleaning today, which was the goal. So that's good. There's still more left to be done, but I think I can do it in like little pockets because I just made such a big push to get huge amounts of it done. So what's left over seems a bit more manageable. Thank goodness, because I was stressing about it. So my dinner is a little bit of a hodgepodge of put together things. I haven't done a meal plan yet for the coming week, and I was sort of looking through my cupboards and my freezer to see what I had to create the meal plan, and realized I should really focus on tonight's dinner first. So I have the round green things are 2 of the IKEA veggie pucks. I'm so sorry, I don't have any of the points with me while I'm doing this, I'll write them on the screen. So 2 of the IKEA veggie pucks, which means I only have 2 more left in the freezer, and then they are almost done. This is Trader Joe's orange chicken. So apparently they expect you to cook and eat the entire bag in one go, because they only give you 1 sauce package. So I only did, I want to say roughly half the bag. I'm not really sure. I just kind of poured some out onto like my little baking tray. And then I warmed up the sauce and just sort of drizzled some of the sauce on top. Afterwards, I realized I probably should have put the chicken once it was cooked into a bowl, poured the sauce, and then kind of shaken it around in there for better distribution, but live and learn. And then over there, I wanted to try putting some veggies in the convection oven because I don't use it very often. And I thought if I could learn how to roast veggies in there, because I had some at the dinner my friend made for Thanksgiving and I really enjoyed them. But I only did a small amount in case I messed them up, and I haven't tried them yet, so I don't know if I messed it up or not. But I put some already diced, it was frozen sweet potato that I mixed in a bowl with a little bit of oil and then some 21 seasoning, 21 seasoning spice flavor thing from Trader Joe's, and some red and green chili peppers. I don't know, most of the seasoning kind of stayed in the bowl when I poured it out onto the tray to cook it. So I don't know how well this is gonna work, but I tried. And maybe next time I have to have the vegetables thawed first, not do them from frozen, and that might work out better. I don't know, we'll try again, see what happens. So this is the dinner. I have a cup of tea steeping, and I'm also giving myself a treat of a diet root beer. Oh, the reflection of the chicken's kind of funny.